Good morning, beach goers. This is David with Lunar Beaches Crypto. I just wanted to give you guys a quick morning update. So today, what we are looking at is the JOLTS job openings, which comes out at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 10 a.m. Eastern. Now, what the JOLTS job openings is, it's can impact the market because the job openings are a leading indicator of overall employment. So what this says basically is that if the actual is greater than the forecast, it is good for currency, which means it is good for the dollar, which means it is bad for assets, risk assets like Bitcoin. So we would want the job openings to come in high, in my opinion, because that would show that there's too many job openings and not enough people. Actually, that might show that there's that the labor market's still really strong. So it might be the opposite. So we probably want to see the number come in lower, but we'll just have to wait and see. The only thing that really matters is that this will provide movement for Bitcoin and the rest of the stock market and all of that. So right now, that time would be right about here. So let's go ahead and mark that off on our chart. 9 o'clock. So that's when the data gets released. Okay, you've got the U.S. Brinks session opening at 8 right there. And then at 8:30, you have the New York session open. So we're about to come into that within the next, what time is it? Within the next 40 minutes or so. By the time this gets uploaded, it might be around 35 minutes. So, yeah, so right now we're sitting on top. This is on the 15-minute chart. Let's go ahead and back up to the 1 hour and see what we're looking like here. So in the 1 hour, and this is the Trader's Reality hybrid system I've been using. I really enjoy it. I'm starting to get the hang of it. But yeah, so right now we saw the market makers come in this green vector candle, and they tapped the daily open. So first we opened up, shot up, came back down, and then shot right through that daily open, and then got a close above, and then got a blue vector to get us above this 800 EMA right here. So, and it looks like that they could be, the market maker being the they there, could be setting up for price action to the upside. Now, right now, you can see, fantasy leak. Right now, you can see that we've recovered this vector candle right here. So now I would be looking at this candle up here, which looks like we've already come back and tapped into. So if we go even further left, we can see that we have this giant red vector candle up here. I'm going to go ahead and mark that point off in the chart right. Let's go where the VWAP is right there. Mark that off. And that would be my upwards target. 22.3. Now, we might not get there today, but we'll just have to wait and see. We might get some, might see a short squeeze, but we are building support on top of the 800 EMA on the 1 hour, which is really good. We're above the 50. We're above the 200. We are above the 13 and the 5. And we are above the VWAP. So these are all positive for price action to move to the upside. So what I would be looking for, and we do have, if you are a pattern person, we do have a symmetrical triangle in here, which could break up or could break down. That's literally all a symmetrical triangle is, but it's coming to a point. So once we come into the Brink session right here, we'll be at the end of this, and this is where people will make bad decisions. So Now, I'm not sure which way it will go, so it all depends on an if-then statement, right? So if this happens, then do this, right? So if price breaks down, taps that VWAP and that 50 EMA, I would be looking to long and then watch it go up. Now, this could fluctuate up and down in here. So you got to be careful. You've got to really understand which way you believe the market will go. Now, we do have an untapped vector down here, vector candle. So that might need to be recovered. So quick drop, possibly on the release itself, a quick drop, and then a move to the upside to recover that vector candle up there. So just be mindful of a drop here, at least in the early goings of today. Now, sometimes with news releases, sometimes you just want to wait, 5, 10, 15 minutes for the volatility to stop and to see where you might get a clear direction of where price is heading. So there are a couple of things that we could see here. So let me grab my path tool. So if we're coming out of here and we bust up and then come down, I would expect the number release to possibly shoot us up. Now, I don't know if it will get up to that 22.3 today. So last week's high is right above us at about 20,300, 20,400. Yeah, about 20,400. So I would be looking between 20.3 and 20.4 for a possible upside. So that's what I'm looking for on that end. And then we could also, just to play both sides, we could see a drag down and then a pop up and then the numbers release and then it pulls us down, probably to this 200 EMA or this 800 EMA or this psychological level down here. So we could come down there and tap that, and let's see if there's a vector candle over here. There is. Now, half of it did get taken right there, but this blue vector has not been taken, and I think there's probably a good likelihood for this to be tapped at some point in the future. So just be mindful of that. And that sits at about 19.2 as the high, and the low 19.175. So about a $25 difference, but 19.2. So we could see that today before we get a reversal out of here and continue the uptrend. So that's just what I'm looking at today. So just make sure you're mindful of the price movement. This right here, the edge of, or the tip of a symmetrical triangle is called the apex. And essentially this becomes a support resistance line, because this is where price has come to an apex and basically cannot make up its mind. So you might see shifts up and below it. So what I would be looking for is probably something like this, where we would break out and then come down and test it for support and then keep going up. But that might be down the road, because at first we could, like I was saying, we could get that stop hunt high, stop hunt low, and then break out. So yeah, we could be playing with that apex today. I mean, it would make sense for that to happen, but yeah, I would just be waiting to see which way it breaks down or breaks up. If it breaks up, I'd probably be looking for shorts. If it breaks down, I'd probably be looking for longs. That's just me though, not financial advice. This is your morning update that I'm going to try to do every morning from now on. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.